Good afternoon. So if you were with me on my last video, we worked on propagation of my octopus tree. my There's nobody home and my door just squeaked. Anyway, and I don't have any windows open, so we're just gonna pretend like that was not happening. Okay, so let me get back to where I was. Last summer, I was at the local Ace Garden Center, and I saw these plants, and I'm like, these are so stinking cute. And so I Googled them. I didn't Google them. There was a tag in them. And these are called a Lemonball Sedum. And they can be a ground cover. They grow rapidly. But the best part about them is they propagate so easily. I have so many cuttings off of my original plant that, I mean, they just make great gifting ideas. They make good ground cover. They spill. So if you're doing pots, these could be your spill. And they are drought resistant. They handle so well. And I think the biggest thing is, if you were with me on my last video, I'm pretty new to gardening, but like I had said, I didn't kill my plant. So that gave me some inspiration. I'm like, okay, well, this is fantastic. I'm going to keep going with it. And when it can't, I usually buy petunias because they will last me the season. I don't need to take care of them. And then they just go away. But I purchased these last year, and I came time to petunias, clearing out my pots for fall, and these still looked so green and vibrant, and I hadn't taken care of them. And I'm like, I think you're strong enough to live in my house. Like, I'm going to try and figure out how to keep these longer. And if you are in zones 7 to 11, these are a perennial. You don't need to worry about them. You can leave them outside. They'll come back every year. But I am in zone 5A. And if you're in zones 4 to 10, it's treated as an annual. But I have these in pots. So I brought the pots inside, and they lasted all winter until this spring when I forgot them outside, and then it got below 28 degrees. Anyway, the plant wasn't fully killed off by that time. So I had little sprigs, and I planted them in these 3 little pots. So technically I still saved them. I'm going to take that as a win. But today I'm going to show you how easy it is to propagate them and how plentiful they are once you've done so. And so this is going to be for Mother's Day. I plan on gifting these for Mother's Day. So I'm going to go ahead and get my plants ready. Now, I save all my little squares from prior. I've saved them for years. For what? I don't know, because I was never a very good gardener. But thank God I saved them. So they already have the drainage holes. They already have everything I need in them. So what I'm going to do, because these are going to be gifts, I'm just going to start these in here, and then I'll get some nicer pots for them. Now, I'm just using your basic Miracle-Gro potting mix, nothing special. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get these set in, and this is a cake topper. So for my daughter's birthday, I ordered a cake, and I just saved them because I'm like, these would be awesome little greenhouses. And I just put the top over it. But we don't need a greenhouse for these. This is just simply going to keep the water in line for me. So as we go on, it really turned out to be quite a nice day today. It started off really gloomy and rainy, but we are so dry here. We are so dry here that even the little bit of rain that we got, my husband's still in the field. They're still going. that we are just so dry. So we need any and all bits of rain that we can get. So for Mother's Day, I usually do for my mom and my mother-in-law, and then I do for my grandma, and then I also do Auntie's Day because I feel that they deserve a day, and I think that they also serve as caregivers, nurturers, and things. So I am going to need about 6. I got 4. For right now, we'll just do it. We're going to start 6 of these for Mother's Day. And come on. Okay, I'm back. Got my dirt. And if you're with me this morning on my other video, it was gloomy and rainy, so we were in here doing most of the potting. But as we just went outside, it's actually quite nice. So we could have stayed outside, but I had everything in here. Okay. What I'm going to do on these plates, these were ones, I had these outside, and I will show you guys in a little bit what I had done. But these were originally off the mother plants because they were so beautiful last summer. I'm like, I want to plant these more places. So I'm going to go ahead and get these started. Thankfully, because I left them outside when I forgot about them, I did start these, and then I was able to get some clippings off of them. So I still have 6. But I want to have more to give as gifts because these are so easy to take care of, and they are just so bountiful in how they just grow so rapidly. So I'm excited to give these as gifts. Now, I did not read any of what proper way to propagate these are, but this is what's worked for me. So I think it will work for anybody who is wanting to do any gardening. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is poke a few holes in here, and I fill these up. I like a good bountiful amount in here. So I'm going to do about 5 holes in each pot. They do well together. It doesn't seem to crowd them. I'm using my handy dandy pen. I'm sure there is a tool for this. I do not have one. My pen is working fantastically for me on this. And so break that up. Let's put a little more water on that one too. Okay, so we get our little holes. I mean, I was blown away at how the ease of this and the ability for the regrowth. And I'll show you in a little bit. I'll show you. They just keep. It's kind of like a spider plant. Like they just keep producing babies and little spikes and babies and little spikes, and they just cascade, and they're beautiful. So I really wanted to share with you guys on how to do that, so you guys can do the same thing. So what I do is I have no special scissors for it. I just go in and I clip off a little bit of this. Now I do take off this bottom layer here. I don't soak these in water. These just directly go into the soil. Okay, so stick that in there, that up a bit. And we're gonna go in on here, this bottom. Have you guys ever done these before, or maybe like a different variation of it? Is there a trick or tips you guys have for doing this? Like I said, I don't know the proper way of doing this, but this is how I do it, and this is what has gotten me fantastic results. So I'm quite happy with them. And you just want to leave enough just so that the dirt is well covered, or excuse me, I would call it, I guess, a stem. I don't know, about that much. Just so you make sure that that is covered enough so that it can develop in the pot and go forward with producing more. And when I did the 3 that are back here, I had left my pot outside, 3 pots outside on accident. Oh, I was so irritated with myself. I brought them in wintertime, or excuse me, in fall time for the whole winter. I took care of them. I moved them. I, gave them haircuts, so to say, because they were kind of outgrowing their pots, but I wanted to wait till spring to really do anything about it. And one day I just leave them outside overnight. But I was able to, like I said, get 3 pots full of the cuttings that hadn't been killed off yet. And so in here, I don't know if you can see on here, but they just keep reproducing and reproducing and reproducing and reproducing on here. And I will say, when I cut them off, they looked pretty sorry looking. I wasn't sure if we were going to get anything from them, but water and sunlight and letting them kind of dry out and do their thing, sitting in the sun, they look great now. So that was kind of another little win for me. Like, okay, we can make mistakes in the planting and gardening processes, and we can still recover from it. And I'm actually going to show you outside too. One of my plants, even through sitting outside in the Midwest weather in springtime, which it's been crazy here. We've had 90 degrees and we've had in the same 48 hours, 90 degrees and snowfall the next day. I don't, it's been wild. So with that being said, I still have green sprouts that are coming up. So I'm like, maybe I didn't fully demolish these plants. So we'll see. They're still sitting outside. I haven't done anything with them because I want to see where it's going to go. But if we can get that going, I will be so happy. All right, this one has 2 little shoots coming, 3 little shoots coming off of it. So I'm excited. I'm going to make this be the main one in the middle for one of my pots. And I have no rhythm. You're probably supposed to be cutting these a certain way. I'm just using my household scissors. We just got to simplify where we can, because I can't do all the things. So we're going to get this in here. And I've just ordered some I've kind of been in this little stage of, okay, so here's one of these little clippings. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I'm just going to stick that in the dirt. I have been wanting to be a little more self-sufficient as far as food sufficiency and being able to feed my family on foods that we've grown. And so I have really been kind of looking into ways of doing that. And I just ordered 2 8x4x2 raised garden beds that I am going to have put out by the swing set. And so if you guys want to, I'll be making a video on that upcoming, and we'll dive into that together and kind of learn and see what kind of mistakes I've made. That's kind of a loaded cannon. But if you guys have any expertise gardening advice, I am all for it. I would love to hear what kind of things you guys have tried and maybe didn't work out for you, or what you've tried and it's worked out wonderfully. Whatever you guys have kind of come to figure out, I'm all ears. So Actually, now that I give that one a haircut, I am going to give this one a haircut. And these two orange ones are going to go into my, I have these galvanized, they're coal buckets that I found on Marketplace. And they even have the coal scoops with them. So I am going to, and I don't know, have you guys ever tried this? So these the leaves that come off of here, wonder if you can just propagate that. That might be another video. Okay. We'll have to see with our experiment. Okay. All right. Now, so I trimmed both of these. And as you can see, I didn't lose much off of these. This one I gave more of a haircut. But for here, we now have 6 of these plants to gift on. So while these are growing and rapidly multiplying their branches, I'm just going to let them sit here until Mother's Day, which is about 3 weeks. So they'll probably look a little, they kind of go through a little phase where maybe they get a little bit of an adjustment period and then they just fully thrive. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys hopping on here with me and hanging out, learning a little bit. And if you guys have any tips or tricks or advice for things that I've done and you've tried, I'm all for it. I'd like to kind of create a little community of helpful ways to do life. So, all right. Thanks, guys. And if you haven't already, check out my other video where we did the octopus tree and where I got that to gifting on. So, all right. Please make sure and like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great day.